The proud king who became thankful. Daniel 4 for kids. King Nebuchadnezzar stood on his palace roof and said, "Look at my great kingdom. I built all of this by my own power." But God sent a message from heaven. Your kingdom is taken from you. You will live like an animal until you know that God rules over all. Just as God said, the king lost his mind. He lived outside. He ate grass like cows and slept in the field. One day, King Nebuchadnezzar looked up to heaven. He remembered the Lord. He knew that God is the one true king. God made the king well again. He gave him back his kingdom. And the king praised God with all his heart. The king said, "God does what is right. He lives forever. He is the king over everything." Let's learn something true from God's Word. Why did God make you and all things? For His own glory. Let's reflect on what we've just heard. Now, with quiet hearts, let's read His words in Daniel chapter 4, verses 28 through 37. Daniel 4:28 through 37. All this came on the king Nebuchadnezzar. At the end of 12 months, he was walking in the royal palace of Babylon. The king spoke and said, "Is not this great Babylon, which I have built for the royal dwelling place, by the might of my power and for the glory of my majesty?" While the word was in the king's mouth, a voice came from the sky, saying, "O King Nebuchadnezzar, to you it is spoken. The kingdom has departed from you. You shall be driven from men, and your dwelling shall be with the animals of the field. You shall be made to eat grass like oxen. 7 times shall pass over you, until you know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, and gives it to whomever he will." This was fulfilled the same hour on Nebuchadnezzar. He was driven from men, and ate grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of the sky, until his hair had grown like eagle's feathers, and his nails like birds' claws. At the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up my eyes to heaven, and my understanding returned to me, and I blessed the Most High, and I praised and honored him who lives forever. For his dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom from generation to generation. All the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he does according to his will in the army of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. And no one can stop his hand or ask him, "What are you doing?" At the same time, my understanding returned to me, and for the glory of my kingdom, my majesty and brightness returned to me. My counselors and my lords sought me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent greatness was added to me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, for all his works are truth, and his ways justice. And those who walk in pride he is able to abase. Thank you for listening to our story today. King Nebuchadnezzar learned that God is in charge of everything, and that he humbles those who are proud. Let's remember to be humble, trust in God, and give him all the praise, because he is the king over all. See you next time, little ones. Thanks for joining today's Bible story. If you enjoyed this quiet time, please subscribe and come back for more gentle stories from all of God's Word, from beginning to end.